For centuries, this has been our image of Stonehenge, a mysterious circle of stones standing alone on a windswept plain. Well, it turns out that image is wrong. Recent advanced scanning has started to reveal what's been hiding right under our feet for 4,500 years. A vast and complex landscape of forgotten monuments, strange pits, and other structures so enormous it dwarfs the stone circle itself. What this suggests is that Stonehenge wasn't a lonely temple at all. It was the sacred centerpiece of an ancient, bustling world. And it's changing how we see almost everything about this famous place. For generations, we've looked at Stonehenge as a masterpiece in isolation, a ring of colossal sarsen stones and smaller bluestones dragged from miles away and raised in alignment with the sun. It's been a symbol of unknowable mystery, a silent reminder of a lost culture. We've asked how they built it, and we've asked why. But we might have been asking the wrong questions. The biggest secrets of Stonehenge weren't in the stones themselves, but buried in the ground all around them. And thanks to some groundbreaking new technology, those secrets are finally coming to light.
It all kicked off with a revolutionary idea. Instead of just studying the stones, what if you could map the entire landscape several feet deep without digging a single hole? That was the goal of the Stonehenge Hidden Landscapes Project, a massive collaboration led by institutions like the University of Birmingham. Armed with state-of-the-art ground-penetrating radar, magnetometers, and 3D laser scanners, researchers began to survey thousands of acres around the monument. They were essentially giving the landscape a high-tech MRI, looking for strange anomalies in the soil that might point to buried structures. They had no idea they were about to uncover a world no one knew existed.
The results started pouring in, and they were stunning. The first big headline came from a nearby site called Durrington Walls, one of Britain's largest henge monuments. Initial scans in 2015 revealed something astonishing hidden beneath its massive earthen bank. Initial reports suggested anomalies that some researchers interpreted as evidence of up to 90 large standing stones, a claim that made global headlines. But further excavation revealed a more complicated picture, evidence of massive timber posts rather than stones, and the debate among archaeologists continues today. The media dubbed it a superhenge. But science keeps digging, and further research has made that picture more complicated. Excavations of the anomalies didn't find buried stones, but instead found evidence of massive pits where timber posts once stood. Today, whether there was a huge stone monument at Durrington Walls before the henge was built is a topic of intense debate among archaeologists. But that was just the start. The project went on to discover dozens of other previously unknown features scattered across the landscape. Then came the most staggering discovery of all. In 2020, researchers announced they'd found a massive ring of prehistoric shafts. So far, at least 20 have been identified, each one over 30 feet in diameter and 16 feet deep, arranged in a huge circuit more than a mile wide. This colossal ring of pits encloses the Durrington Walls area, marking out a sacred space on a scale never imagined before.
These aren't just random holes in the ground. They show a level of planning and organization that is forcing us to rethink this ancient society. But what does it all mean? If mysteries like this fascinate you, where real science meets ancient legend, subscribe to Sensei Mystery. A new investigation drops every Thursday, so you don't miss what's coming next.
So, what are the implications of all this? It's adding a whole new dimension to our understanding of Neolithic Britain. Stonehenge was not an isolated monument. It seems to have been the heart of a vast, complex, and highly organized ceremonial landscape, teeming with activity. This wasn't the work of scattered groups, but a society capable of coordinating massive construction projects over generations, shaping the very land around them to reflect a shared vision. It's all part of a compelling theory, championed by archaeologist Mike Parker Pearson, that this was a landscape of two halves. People would have moved through this area on processional routes. They might have traveled from the bustling area of Durrington Walls, a place of feasting and life where timber monuments stood, to Stonehenge itself, perhaps a more solemn place of stone dedicated to the ancestors. It transforms our picture of the past from a few lonely stones to a sprawling, active center for a complex and ancient people.
Beyond what lies beneath, there's one more layer to this mystery that modern science has confirmed. Stonehenge was deliberately aligned with the sky. The Great Sarsen Trilithons are positioned so that on the summer solstice, the rising sun aligns almost perfectly with the heel stone and the central axis of the monument. And on the winter solstice, the setting sun frames the opposite direction with equal precision. This wasn't accidental. Researchers have confirmed that the builders understood solar cycles and encoded them into the structure itself. Whether Stonehenge was a calendar, a solar observatory, or a ritual marker of life and death cycles, it was, without doubt, a monument built in conversation with the cosmos. And when you combine that celestial alignment with everything now discovered beneath the ground, the shafts, the hidden pits, the processional routes, a picture emerges not of a primitive culture stumbling into architecture, but of a sophisticated society that understood both the earth beneath them and the sky above them.
We once thought the big mystery of Stonehenge was how they put a few dozen stones up. Now we know the real mystery is infinitely larger. What was the exact purpose of this immense sacred landscape? Why were the monuments at Durrington Walls seemingly dismantled or changed? And most importantly, what else is still out there, buried and waiting to be found? The story of Stonehenge is not set in stone. It's a chapter that is still being written right beneath our feet. Each new scan reminds us that the past is never truly settled. It's just waiting for us to look a little deeper. The real question is, how many other ancient landscapes are still hiding beneath our feet?
Watch next, The Lost Manuscript of Atlantis, Ancient Knowledge Hidden Beneath the Sea. Or continue in the playlist, Ancient Civilizations Revealed, Hidden Truths of the Past.